guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you the art room, okay? It's a little messy because I am working on a project, but I'm going to show you the art room for the most part, okay? So I'm going to flip you around. All right, this is coming in from the bedroom, okay? Coming out of the bedroom. To the left here is all my paper, okay? It's on this rack. So here's all my paper. Okay. And my smocks are hanging here by the paper. And then I have a long sleeve shirt that I use when I'm grinding up something and I don't want the particles to get on my clothes. So let me step away and show y'all. Okay, that's better. So the paper's between the two doors, the bedroom door and the front door. The toilet paper towels are for paper mache. Excuse the empty box. Here's my recycling stuff here. And then this is a work table over here that I have like my drill press on. I have my drill press on, my ring bender, my silverware benders and stuff. Above that is a shelf that I have a bench grinder on. And I believe that box right there is a glass grinder, and I have a ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, to the right of that is a little toaster oven. That the reason why the extension cord is there is because when I was melting some CDs and DVDs, I set the toaster oven out there on the porch so I don't smell the fumes. Okay, and then to the right of that is my dehydrator for my paper beads. And then next to that is some containers with some silverware in it. Those black containers have silverware. I had a shelf fall. So excuse the fact, let me come around the other side of the desk. Excuse the fact that there's a shelf right here, because I actually had a shelf fall and I don't know what to do with this shelf. So I got a cart there with stuff I use when I'm working on the current projects that I'm working on. I'm in the middle of working on some paper beads, glazing them. That's my glazing rack I came up with. All right, now, when I step back away from here, here's my shelves with art crap. Okay, art crap. That's just empty gift boxes for the jewelry. Behind my chair here is some beads. Paper cutters, and then I get those trays or lunchroom dinner trays because they're great when you're working a lot of beads. You can sort them and have different beads in them. There's some beads I brought from Florida. Some more beads here. I got my paint there. Today I'm going to be working on my pendants. And I'm actually going to pull down those tubs of yarn because I'm using that yarn as my cording for my pendants. I thought it would be a nice soft cord and be a little bit creative to kind of go with my pendants. So let me step back from here. It's a very packed art room. Yes, it is. But everything's got a place. So, more beads and stuff on that shelf. PC Petrifier down there. Few art and craft books. And I don't have art and craft books. That's mostly origami. Because I have this thing about I want to learn to do origami. So I got some empty bead boxes. And then over here, when I'm sitting at my desk to my left, is more recycled stuff. I got plates and saucers here I'm going to be breaking up. This is where my safety stuff is. Mask, gloves, and leather arms. I got bead mats in here. Here is I'm working on this project. But here is some odd miscellaneous beads that I just don't know what to do with. But here's my paint rack that I got. I was excited about that. It holds 126 things of paint. I got extra up there. That's just empty. So I guess this is my paint station. Permanent markers there. Over here is, yes, you see a lot of DVDs and CDs. I got them for like dirt nothing. I think I paid like $2 a piece for half of this. I pay $2 a piece for them. And I make the pendants out of them. So over here is some more CDs, DVDs. In here, the music ones that I take apart. It's a little wobbly, but that's okay. This is just plastic bags at the moment. Not all of it's plastic bags. There's Velcro back there too, but there's some plastic bags. Over here is part of my glue stash. I have more underneath the middle shelf. Corks, I'm going to use those for a project. And then this is the container I brought from Florida. I really have not filled it up yet. I don't have much in it at all. I don't think there's really, okay, there's some tape down in that one. And some fishing line down there. But here's some bullets I'm going to turn into earrings. I'm actually thinking about putting a paper bead at the top where the bullet part was. This is just the casings because I went shooting and that was left over from me shooting a gun, a rifle. And then here is, to the right of this shelf, is some silverware and some things. So it's quite arranged. I will be using this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got prongs on it, some sort of rack. I will be using that to hang my beads on like that when I'm done with them. So these are empty boxes. They were on that shelf. That shelf was up there, but it fell. And that's the shelf that went on. That's the shelf that went up sturdy. It felt sturdy when we put it up. You know, it anchored in the wall really nicely. So I don't know. And this box weighs nothing. I mean, this is a lightweight box. This box weighs nothing because it's just empty containers. But it fell. And the only thing that was on that shelf was that box and some antique hands for jewelry displays. But what I'm working on right now, guys, is I'm working on turning my burned CDs that I burned. I burned all these, melted them. These were melted with paint between layers of CDs. So these still need to be finished off, grinded, and the sharp edges removed. So these still need to be finished. But here's some finished ones. Oopsie, I don't like having those in there. Here's some finished ones. I showed them on my other channel. I just showed this, that they were done. But these were made out of DVDs and CDs. And like this one had I grind up pony beads, and I melt them on top of them when I melt them. So like this got pony beads in it. Pony bead, pony bead, pony bead, pony bead, pony bead, and then these ones right here are straight up DVDs and CDs. No painting on them whatsoever. So these ones like this, they're gorgeous, I think. These ones that are colorful like this, those are painted and then melted. I think that's painted. But this one's just CDs and DVDs melted. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks diamondy. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work in the art room and I'm going to put cords on these. I just want to get down that yarn. Here's some of it. Not in that container. But I think this will work too. It's really soft. It's really soft. So I thought it would make a really nice, if I put cord caps at the end of them, or I guess that's what they call them. I thought this would make very nice, soft pendants. And look, imagine this hanging from one of these soft, see how that would be kind of pretty? You know, this stuff is just so soft. And that would be like luxurious in a way. But if you can imagine, oh, I can't do this with one hand. You can imagine this hanging from a cord. I'll show you guys in a minute when I go to do it. I'll do a video of doing how I'm going to do it in just a minute. I'll add it onto this. But I don't know what this stuff is made out of. What is it made out of? I don't know. It's velvety smooth. They're right. It doesn't, I don't know, 100% polyester. It's just very soft. And I thought it would make a really nice necklace cord. I think it's strong. But I've got them in all different colors up there. Some are softer than others. See, I've got all different colors up there. So I can pick a color to go with my piece of jewelry. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to climb up on a chair and get those cases down so that I can work on making those. I'm going to use those, I don't know what they're called. Let me see if I can find one and show you guys. I'm going to use one of these things. They're called 8mm crimps, mediums. They go on the end of a cord. I may use a bigger one than this, but if I can use this size, I'll use this size. But I've got some in another little, I've already got some of these unpackaged in a little like bead box. So, but that's what I'm going to use to put on the ends, and then put jump rings and, you know, a catch fastener at the end of these, a lobster claw, or a magnetic, or a button snap closure. I've got different kinds of closures, so I'll put something on the end of these. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make necklaces today. I'm gonna finish up this project. I just think these are gorgeous. I just do. I have to find another one to save for myself. I've got an orange one I've saved for myself. But see, that's pretty. That would be pretty on this ivory. See? Be really pretty on the ivory. So yeah, I watched these go on sale, and this cost me like $1.74. Because you guys are going to find out on this channel that when it comes to crafting, I try to be as cheap as possible. That way I can sell my stuff as cheap as possible. And I just enjoy making it. So that's the thing. I enjoy making it more than I do selling it. You know, the ivory would be okay on that too, but I think a silver or a gray yarn would be pretty with that, maybe. All right, in a bit, guys, I'll show you guys how I'm making the cordings for them, okay? Okay, you guys, this is what we're going to do. I've got my little doobie-dabbies here, my little box of little crimp things. I'm going to try the ones I showed you. I'm going to try them and see how they do. I do have bigger ones if I need them, which I'm not sure if I will or won't. So we're just going to pull out these to start with, because I think I have lots of them. So we're going to pull out these to start with. I put them in plastic baggies because I tend to drop. And if I dropped this with all of these things in there loose, they would go everywhere, and then I would be cussing myself. So I don't want to cuss myself if I can help it. So let me set that aside, out of the way. And then let me pick one of these. Let's see, which one do we want to cord up? So many to pick from. I have light blue. Let me do this one. Because this is unique alone by itself. And I think I can use, don't know what color I want to use. Let me undo the boxes and get me out of cord. Or some yarn. I also have this yarn I got. It's called Scrubology. Scrub It. I think it's for scrubbies, but it's not itchy. I actually thought it would make nice. It's 100% nylon. I actually thought it would actually make nice, because it's not itchy. I mean, if I rub hard, okay, yeah, but for the most part, it's not itchy. It's not, and I have like dry, very dry skin on my fingers. So you know those microfiber towels? I can't stand touching them because it feels like it pulls the skin off my hands. But this is not that itchy, so I actually thought this would make great cording too. I got these, I think they were on 30% off at Hobby Lobby in Florida. I don't know if there's a Hobby Lobby in Kentucky, but I got these thinking they might make cordage. I'll give it a try. So, I need some yarn. Okay. So, let's see. We'll do black. I think black would be nice on this one. I think black. Oops. I think black would be nice. Okay, this is actually, this particular brand is actually, it's called blanket yarn. I guess Burnett blanket. I guess it's ideal for blankets. It is 100% polyester. So, I thought it would make a great cordage. It's almost organic-ish. So, we're going to decide how many inches we're going to make this necklace. So, if we go 12 inches and double it up, we have a 24-inch necklace, which would bring, it's not a bad length. 24 inches would bring it on me about midway on my breastbone. So it would be a nice, I think 24 inches would be a nice one. So to play it safe, in case I have a problem cutting it, we're going to go 12 again, and then we're going to go a little extra. So about another 1.5 inches, we're going to go a little extra. I can shorten this, and I don't mind having a tiny bit of wastage, okay? Because I've not done this before. This is just my idea. So because I don't know if it'll go through, I need to thread this through my bail. So let me take and push it through my bail. I push it through my bail. All right, we got it through the bail. See, doesn't that look nice, actually? Doesn't that look very luxurious in a way? So, what we're going to do, I'm not going to necessarily show you guys I'm putting on a jump wing. Now, I can do this one of two ways. Since I have extra, I can put this on where I have better control of this, and I can actually have this overlap the little piece, and you get a better, and then I can cut this off with a case cutter right at the thing there, which I might do, because then what I can do is I can put a drop of, just not a drop, but I can put a little bit of super glue in there, and then I can put this in there, and I can like hold it. I don't know if y'all can see this. I can like hold this down, and then I can clamp one side over and clamp the other side over and everything, and then I'll just cut this away in a minute. I might do, let's do that, okay? Because that's really the easiest way to hold these things, especially if you're getting older and your hands cramp up, is to just, I like to use a little bit of, just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, but I put my lid on immediately, a little bit of super glue from the Dollar Tree. Then I would put that in there, hold it down tight, get my little tweezers, not tweezers, my little pliers, and I would squeeze. I don't know if this is going to be easy for y'all to see this or not. I would squeeze one side over. I don't know any easier way to do this. One side over, and then I would hold it taut with my fingers, and then do the other side over. And is that perfect? Nope, it's not. So let's try this again. Let's squeeze this side down. And then let's see if we can squeeze the other side back over more. So we get a better I mean, it's in there. It's not going to go nowhere. I have that excess there that I can, maybe I can get it close enough with this if I pull it tight. I know this looks difficult, doesn't it? If I go up really, really close, can I get it? Nope, I still have a little bit extra. See, that's the only thing about this. You have a little extra. So I can take a case cutter and carefully cut that away. I think I can. I think it's a little dull. But you want to be very careful if you do this because you're going to cut your finger if you're not careful. You can get it off there. And then I can just pull the rest of those fibers off, I think. That kind of cleans it up. See, that cleans it up. And then you have your little end there. And then I'll just put a jump ring on that and a hook to finish it off. And then we got ourselves a necklace. So just to make sure I still have my 24 inches, we'll lay it down. And I'll do it about the same place this one is. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. So I still have room to play. So, I mean, that's the one way of doing it where you don't get your fingers involved. Or you don't have to try to, like hang on to it and crimp it and everything. So I have done that before. Just done it that way. It's easier. Takes a minute longer, but it's easier actually. So just a tiny bit of glue in there. And then pick this up. Get it roughly the same direction, distance, or length. Hold that. Oh, I'm already stuck to myself. Oh, I'm already stuck. So let's try doing it on this side first. One side down. I don't see. I have trouble with these things. I'm not the best at these things. At these crimp over things. I hesitated in doing these this way because of that, but I think I got it in there. I don't think it's going nowhere. Maybe I should use a bigger... I mean, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere at all. In fact, if anything, the glue got on the little hole. If anything. I know you're going to look at me and go, you're going to cut yourself. And I probably will cut myself. Just got to be patient with it all. Don't do this at home. Do this at your own risk. You take a risk of cutting yourself. You do. You take the risk of cutting yourself. I don't know if you could burn it away. I wonder if you could burn it away. I'd be nervous with the fact that I put super glue on there that it would be hazard, flammable. And my idea is not to blow myself up. There's no project worth blowing yourself up. Probably should have used a bigger crimp thing. It's probably what I should have done. Let's use a bigger one. Probably should have used a bigger crimp. I bet you it would have gone around it better. Yes, I think I'm going to redo this. I don't think I'm going to use a bigger crimp. I do. But that's generally the idea. So let me get a bigger crimp out, because I think a bigger crimp would work better. Let's redo this ends on this. Let's go with the bigger one. We'll go with these instead. Let's get 2 of these out. Let's cut the ends off. Everything's trial and error until you figure it out. So let's cut these off. Now I can't do the waste thing at the end. Can't do the extra at the end because I just put a little bit of glue in there. Just a little bit. 1 dot. Pick that up. We'll shove this. I have to get it off my skin. We'll shove this down in the glue. This is where a toothpick would be handy. Yeah, this is where a toothpick would be handy. Because it's sticking to my finger. Sticking to me. Let's put this on. It's one side down. And this is the second side. Much better, much better. Much better. I like that better. I like that better. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. We'll take this one off. It's still almost a 24-inch whatever. So it's still not bad. Don't really need much glue. Maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll try gluing one side of this. Put just a little bit of glue on that. Like I said, everything's trial and error. Everything's trial and error. Shove that down in there. That was a little less sticky on me. Crimp one side over. Crimp the other side over. Grab it and crimp it. Much better, much better. Okay, so the bigger one's better. And then all I have to do is I keep a rag washcloth. If you don't have old washcloths, just go to the Walmart and buy the cheap ones. Or go to the Dollar General and buy $3 for $1. But I keep rag washcloths. Okay, so here's one pendant on one of those cords, and it looks so nice. You know, it looks like it'd be soft to wear. Remove my extra little fuzzies. But I think that would be so soft to wear over a nice blouse or something. I got glue stuck to my finger because I'm still sticking to myself. So I just have to put jump rings on this. I still have to put jump rings on this. I mean, a jump ring and a lobster claw, and it's just done. But it looks nice. See, it looks nice. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna get out different colors. We'll put these aside. These are the wrong one. So, like for example, we'll set this one aside. Let's put the jump ring thing in. Let me get rid of this. Excuse me. Would this go with this? See, for example, that might go with that. This color might go with that. I actually think the other color goes better. So, for instance, we would do this one. Gotta find my yarn end, wherever it's at. I have to find yarn ends. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we're just going to do the 12 inches. So we'll double this up. Double this up. Is that 12? Close enough. Alright, so we'll shove this in the hole. This one's going to be pretty. We'll shove this in the hole. I don't want to use a bead reamer because the bead reamers usually have a rough edge, and then it'll, oh, look how pretty that's going to be. Look how pretty that's going to be. We'll get out a couple of these. Okay, we found that putting just a teeny little bit of glue on this worked better than putting it on the catch, because I put too much on the catch. And like I said, I just use Dollar Tree glue. Just a little bit there. Remember where you put it. Put that on top of there, shove that down in there. Get your tweezers or pliers or whatever and squish that side over. Squish. And I know I do this awkwardly. Squish that side over. Ouch. Pinch my fingers. Pinch your fingers. And look, we got a nice one done again. So we'll do another one. Get that ready. Put just a teeny bit of glue on this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of glue. See where the glue is at. Shove that in. I need a toothpick. Shove that in. Squeeze. Oops. Squeeze. Unstick yourself. And then turn it around. And squeeze the other side. And there we go. We have another one done. We'll put things on it and look how pretty. See how pretty that is? That's pretty. Alright, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. I wanted to share it with you guys. That's how I'm cording these things up. I'll use regular cord too. I mean, I've got, the only thing is, I've got these pre-made cords with the catches, with the closures already on them. The only problem is that on some of them, they don't go through the bales. I mean, it'll go through this bale because it's bigger. But like this bale right here, it won't go through it. So I can still use these little ones I pulled out and started with because I have some of this made up. So I can actually still use these, but I can't use them on all of these. Because all I do if I want to use the pre-made ones is I just undo one side of, I undo the catch ring, the jump ring, and then I slide it in and put the jump ring back on. So I can use these for some, but not for all. Like I can use it for this one because the bale is bigger. But I use these bales because, for one thing, they're more reasonable. I get 300 bales. I was paying I was getting 300 bales. They come in a container like this. You get 300. You get 4 different styles. I think 4. You get a heart with a big hole. So you get a heart. You get another heart with a smaller hole. You get a star with a smaller hole. You get 5 different kinds. You get, I think it's called a spoon, but it's an oval with a smaller hole. And then you get these, which you'd add a jump ring to and hang off a cord. So you get 5 different bales for, well, the first time I paid $11.99, and I thought that was a good deal. And then I think I found recently where I can get the same thing, because I just ordered them. These are the exact same thing. But I paid $9 and something, I think. Around $9 for them. It was either $8.99 or $9.99. So I paid a little less, and I got the same thing. So you just, with Amazon, you just have to look around. You just have to look around. So That's what I'm going to work on today is getting all this stuff put up. That's what I'm going to do today. So, as I always say, like and subscribe. And art is creative. So go out there and create some art. I'm going to create for the rest of the afternoon. I'll see y'all in the next video.